CEOs get to share their stories, get to share how they started their businesses, and I mean, we get inspired, we get to learn, we get to network. So that's the key thing of Momentum CEO is to connect, mentor, and act. Most of the CEOs we met, because Momentum CEO, we just focus more on founding CEOs, people founded their own companies or businesses. So maybe in future when you guys, your business are grown, maybe you can come and inspire us. And yeah, so this is the first one that we're going to do. And we decided that we're going to also do it different. And all this is powered by Ascenti as we continue to have the whole, as we prepare for the main Ascenti conference in November or September. So we want to just drive that conversation. So that's the whole point. Yeah, so maybe we'll just pass the mic around to get to know you, maybe what you're doing. Just tell us something about who are you and what you're doing. So we'll start from here.
My name is Eric Munyire. I'm a sales and marketing manager at Elimu Digital Media. We have a TV called Elimu TV, and we are looking to provide solutions for secondary school students in terms of educational content, digital educational content. We broadcast teachers teaching through our TV. We also have an online platform where people can go and get extra reading material, extra study material like videos, notes, self-assessments and all that. And I'm glad to be here, so thank you.
Michael Chalo. As you said, I am actually in the leadership, but yeah, we are brothers. We have the privilege of working together, which is very unlikely, but we seem to make it work nonetheless. So I'm from Sibin. He ably said what we do. Yeah, and I'm really excited to just hear what the gentlemen who will be speaking to us have to offer. Thank you.
My name is Joy. I have graduated from Daystar University, worked for 1 year, gone back to school now for a supplementary course. I'm here because I'm looking to start my business in the near future, and I'm hoping to get good insights. Thank you.
Yeah, so Edwin is here, CEO for Cyton Investments, and I think right now we'll just start so that we don't waste more at the time, because we don't have a lot of time, and you know, guys are still coming, so we can't just keep on waiting for them. So welcome, Edwin. Yeah, it's nice to have you around. Cyton Investment is an investment company that looks into different opportunities to invest through for their clients. And I'm sure you guys have been seeing on either billboards or news, basically what Cyton Investment does. And they've come out very, very sharp, as that's what they call themselves, very sharp. And they've been doing a lot of good stuff, and even, partnering with different events, and also even having their own entrepreneurship events where they meet young people, mentor young people, and see how well they can be able to grow them. So, welcome, Mr. Edu. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Karen. I hope you don't mind if I start.
Yeah, sure.
If they had asked me, I always believe you start with who is there. Even if you have an initiative and even one person shows up, you keep going. So numbers are not a big deal to us. If you get one person who understands what you are trying to do or what the initiative is, you go with them. Now, I'm also glad to be at the iHub. I've only heard a lot about the iHub. I've never been here. And here is a place where a lot of good things happen, a lot of technology happens. At least from now I can say I've been to the iHub. Now, I was asked to talk about a couple of things, and I will not talk about them in any particular order. I'll just speak for about 10 minutes, and then turn around, we go to a Q&A, and then we talk about the things that you really care about based on your questions. I was asked to talk about Cyton, my personal story, whatever that is, and then given that we are at the iHub, talk about a little bit about Cyton Technology, which is one of the subsidiaries of Cyton, and then given that it's young people, talk a little bit about career opportunities. Now, whether it's about Cyton, whether it's about my personal story, whatever that is, and whether it's about Cyton Technologies or career opportunities, and I'll only speak about my experiences because in life, people take different journeys and reach different destinations. So you should never listen, at least in my view, listen to any one individual and assume that will work for you. What will work for you depends on your own individual circumstance, whatever business or whatever initiative that you are trying to create or whatever destination you are trying to get to. So look at this as just a sampling of perspectives. There's nothing that I'll say that is the way to grow your business, is the way to become an entrepreneur, or is the way to become a techie. But the one thing that I think is consistent along whatever journey people take, for me, is persistency and hard work. Whenever I'm asked to talk to a group of young people, one of the things, and I don't know whether I should consider myself a young person or an old person, but that is neither here nor there. I always start by quoting a guy called Calvin Coolidge. He was just an ordinary guy, but ended up becoming president of the US. And he has a quote, "Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not." I know there are a lot of people here who are smart. When you hear about IHAB, you associate it with being smart. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than an unsuccessful man with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The slogan "Press on" has solved and always will solve the problems of human race. Of course, we are not trying to. Of course, we are not trying to solve the problems of human race. What we are trying to do is to share perspective. So, whatever journey you are pursuing, whatever destination you are trying to get to, for me, I hope I'll leave you with one message. It's hard work, determination, and keeping focused. That's what will get you to that ultimate destination.
My name is Pam, and that is my brand. I sell nail polish. I started a nail polish company. So we sell beauty, we sell color, we sell a lifestyle of nail care. So when we started the product, we realized we needed to add the service. So we do express manicures and pedicures. So we currently have one. And then we started getting the demand, like, could you open one in Naivasha, Nakuru, Meru? So we've managed to get, maybe in the course of the year, we open small, we call them pop-up kiosks, very small, but offering a very fast service of manicure, pedicure. So since we want to open maybe 4, and we'll open one, hopefully at the airport, will be the first beauty bar, and one in a supermarket. So my question is, I cannot manage over 10, over 100. We want to have as many as possible. So we're thinking of now going into franchising. So maybe could you advise me on what I should consider when I'm doing the franchising of the brand, of the pop-up kiosks, things that I should consider, costing and all that.
Franchising is in a brand. When you get to a point where you expect people to actually invest money so that they can take your technology or your business and sell it as their own, you must have gotten to a point where you truly believe that the brand equity is so strong that for a beauty brand like Pam, there's a reason why if there's a Pam cosmetics or beauty shop, why would they go to a Pam versus the other? If you've already satisfied yourself that, because the mistake I would see is to say, I want to do franchising because I can't manage the growth. It has to be that I want to do franchising because the brand has gotten to a point whereby I can monetize it. It's so strong that if I give it to somebody in Naivasha or Nakuru, it will compete versus other beauty shops
whatever cosmetic shops in Nakuru. How do you do it? Franchising, we can send you information, share information in franchising. As we are very generous with information because the value is in the execution. It happens also that Saito is at a point where it's considering franchising. You have to reduce your business into a template so that when somebody walks into a shop, they cannot tell whether this shop is managed by the owner, it's owner managed, or it's a franchise shop. So you have to reduce your business into a template. You have to have a technology platform so that you can monitor what's happening in all the shops.
We are a media house that deals with education, primarily secondary education, helping with digitizing content. In Kenya, we don't have that for basic education. I've seen that for tertiary level, but for basic, it's a bit difficult to get, so that's what we do. My questions, I would like for you to clarify for me on the part of education, on what you do on education, and then getting the brand known. Because for us, we have a problem, like our brand is known by the big guys, the big people. Like we do a lot of networking, we meet CEOs, we meet companies, but the viewer down there, the user, actually the user of whatever you're giving, how do you do like marketing to be able to reach that person? Because you see, you really took advantage of online, and I don't know how are you able to do that and leverage on that? Also, what's the secret? Because as my friend asked, you see, in 2 years, you had assets about 5.5 billion, and plus you had said also 4.5, so it's about roughly 10 billion. So please just tell me the secret, because the secret in like closing deals, 2 years is such a short period, so how do you close those deals that fast so that you can be able to get that amount of growth? Thank you.
Kenyans have a lot of hunger for education, but that education is delivered in a very orthodox way, cramming, passing tests, which is essential, but we see an opportunity for a well-rounded education, educational experience. So we're always in the lookout for, because we've looked around, there's no school that we would buy. Those we are interested in buying are not for sale. Interesting about investment, the things you want to invest in are really so good that they don't need your money. So we are always looking for an entrepreneur, somebody who will start a school from scratch, and we build it one step at a time. Cyton is many years, of course, as a team, roughly 4 to 5 years of working together, as individuals, of acquiring a skill set and execution over many years. We've just now brought all that onto one brand. 2 years you can't build anything. So what I don't know, I would have to spend a little bit of time to understand the Limu. Do you have a team? What's their experience? What is the opportunity you are trying to capture? Is everyone well aligned? And what, if you capture this opportunity, what is the impact in the market? What is the return opportunity? If all the things are checked, then I don't think you should have a problem. But I can't answer it from where I sit, because there's a lot that I don't know about your own story.
I'm Alex Buta. I'm a starter of a company, of a Rebecca Cleaning Company. I started late last year, so I've started to market my company this January. So the journey, I've worked for sure. I've worked like a month, or I've never gotten a client or something. So I wanted to ask, for example, somebody like you, when you go and make it in life, and then how do you mentor like people like us when maybe to reach you is a bit hard, or you go to an office, like this office, and the management, they say, you cannot access this office, and I want to see you, for example. This is a place you want to get business, and the place is not accessible. Also, to access somebody like you or another person who has made it, it's become very hard. So maybe I want you can show me the direction, maybe where I'm going wrong, or the way to go. because I've started and I'm determined to make it.
So we do mentorship. The thing with mentorship though is people always talk as if mentorship is driven by the mentor. Most mentorship is driven by the mentee. You have to find, mentorship is just like anything else in life. You have to put in time, find the mentorship. And mentorship does not necessarily have to be a person. Most of my people who I would say inspire me have never met. I just read what they write about. I find them in clippings of magazine. So do you do mentorship? Yeah. Is it in the traditional sense of, now let's sit down, I mentor you? Probably not. We do it in this style that I would hope that we are doing it this morning, just sharing our story, responding to questions. And when you meet someone who says, I want you to help me through this idea, you sit down and help them.
My name is Edgar Ogao. I've been running a business in Rwanda for the last 5 years. It is a business processing outsourcing company called Linkage Outsourcing Services. So we've been successful in Rwanda for the last 5 years and we're planning to relocate here. My question, is to ask, you talked about the diaspora product. I'm very keen on that. Maybe I would like to know what model are you planning to use? Are you going the franchise route? And if the franchise route, what will be the requirements? And if not the franchise route, what model are you going to adopt, for example, in Rwanda? Because I think for us, we've been away for long with my wife, and we've recently just come back and realized there are a lot of opportunities here. So some of the things we bought have been there, but how to develop it. And I have so many friends back in Rwanda who have also gone through that route. They invest, yes, mostly in land, but realize sometimes you buy land at the wrong place, and even when you buy it, it's not developed, and then you end up having squatters and so forth. So I just want to ask, what model would you adopt for people like us in the diaspora? Thank you.
We're doing it two ways. Online, so if you go to siteon.com, I think /diaspora, you'll find a link there for diaspora. You will find the same products we offer here in Kenya are offered online, where somebody just puts their KYC, know your client documents, and they can buy the product. They upload their documents online, we open the account and send them the information. So online is one channel. We are keen on the franchise or partnership model, where we can take our template, share it with a trusted entrepreneur, whether it is in Rwanda, whether it is in Uganda, and they offer Siteon products. They will have to invest some money for them to manage that outlet, but then they share profitability. Rwanda is a place we are keen on. I don't know whether you heard that we were actually in Rwanda sometime last year. We worked and discussed very intimately with the embassy. There's a lady there called Nancy. We met Kenyans. There's a guy there called David Ingari. And the only thing that is left is to identify the principal partner who understands Siteon. Yes, you can always add to our products, to our ideas, but who understands Siteon and is willing to sell Siteon diaspora in Rwanda, and then we reach a sharing mechanism. So we are very open to the franchising or the partnership or part ownership approach.
So what's your name?
My name is Susan Margaret.
Okay, and what do you do, Susan?
I'm a lawyer. I graduated from my university with a Bachelor of Laws degree, and I currently focus on my organization. It's called Micro Kenya. It's an international organization. Basically, Micro dubs as a movement for youth and children's rights organization.
So what was your expectations when you're coming to the Moment with CEO?
Moment with CEO, my second bucket list, because I haven't been to any Moment with CEO before. Although they took a break and now they're back, I see. Although I wasn't in the previous one, they're really revamped. It's been a great experience. I've had a personal experience in Saiton, and I've been to their offices before, and the good work that they do, because I've also been involved previously with Matters NGO and all that. I was at Global Peace Foundation, so my Saiton, rather, being an NGO, I was and focusing on entrepreneurship. I was interested in what they do, so I'm glad that it's the horse's mouth that we got the insights from. And he's a great guy. He's warm. He's shared his story, and that's very important for the youth.
Analyst at Saiton Investments, and I work in the managing partner's office. So what I basically do is I handle projects in the managing partner's office. Yeah.
What do you think generally about this program of Meet the CEO, a moment with the CEO?
Well, it's a very great, it's an amazing program. I also got to learn about it just when Edwin got invited, our CEO got invited. I hadn't had about it before, but I had heard about Vicente, the organizer. I think it's a really important program because one, it offers mentorship to people, and of course, as young people, we want to be mentored every now and then. We want to hear from different perspectives on what it takes to do whatever you want to do and succeed. So I think it's a really good platform, and I'll obviously come for the next one. Yeah, I also hope that people got to learn from Edwin, as him as Edwin, as also him as Edwin as CEO of Saiton Investments.
What did you expect from Meet the CEO?
Thanks a lot, Eric. For me, I was told it's a team of young Kenyans, young entrepreneurs who are thinking of starting their business or have started their business or are in the journey of starting their business. So I expected young, vibrant people, and that's what we got. And we shared our own story of how we started Saiton, what were the challenges, how we overcame them, and it was a good opportunity to share our story with young people and also get to hear their questions and respond from our perspective.
Are you encouraged about entrepreneurship in Kenya currently?
I'm very encouraged because if you look at the story of Saiton itself, starting from 4 individuals, now we have created 120 great jobs, starting from 0 assets, and now we've raised over 10 billion of capital. We are the leading developers. Go and look at our real estate across the country. It is because we had an idea, we've executed the idea, we've gotten committed partners. So certainly this entrepreneurship in Kenya is the best opportunity that I and my team have.
Tell us about the next meeting.
Yeah, the next moment with the CEO. The next moment with the CEO will be pretty much next month. It's going to be at NILAB. We'll be hosting moment with the CEO of NILAB. So we just need to confirm the date when it will be. That's going to be, and then after that we'll be doing Mombasa. Then from Mombasa we come back to Nairobi, and then we do Kisumu. We're planning at least to do Rwanda or Uganda as well, moment to the CEO in Rwanda and Uganda. And all these moment to the CEO events are all geared to the main Ascenti, that's Africa Summit Entrepreneurship and Innovation events that brings in young people from across Africa to discuss entrepreneurship, to discuss innovation.
So maybe a parting shot or word of encouragement to our viewers?
Yeah, I think for the viewers, I'd just like to say that make sure that you're doing something, and don't just sit there. Always make sure that you're doing something. That something is supposed not only to change your life, but also to change the life of other people. Because that's the key reason why people live. You want to, despite you're even doing business, but is your business having a positive impact on other people's life. Yeah. Thank you very much, and thanks to Elimity.